Hello everyone, welcome to Tasty Now. Today we're looking at how yield and bake loss affect the accuracy of nutrition calculations. And to make it fun, we're using a classic, mac and cheese. Let's get started. First, I get the water boiling and the milk simmering. Both take about 10 minutes to heat up, so it's the perfect time to prep our flavor base. Cut a sweet onion in half and use a clove to pin a bay leaf to it. This is called a peak onion. It's a simple way to infuse flavor into the milk and cream. Add it to the pot, keep the heat just below boiling, and let it simmer for 10 minutes with the lid on to minimize moisture loss. Now, cook the pasta just shy of al dente, about 6 minutes. Drain, rinse, and toss with a little butter. The pasta actually gains weight while boiling. Some starch gets left in the water, but it's negligible. What matters more is how much water the pasta absorbs. I weigh it before and after boiling. That change is the water uptake. I'll add this into the yield tab. Next, melt butter, whisk in flour, and cook for about 3 minutes until pale blonde and nutty. Then stir in the milk to make the sauce, and fold in the cheese. This sauce is losing quite a bit of moisture as it cooks. The loss calculation here is different from a yield calculation. We're losing water weight, but not nutrition. As the sauce heats, water evaporates while the solids, what you need, the protein, fat, and minerals stay behind. That means the finished mac and cheese sauce ends up more nutrient dense per gram than when we started. So that water loss doesn't reduce nutrition, it actually concentrates it. Now it's time to fold in the noodles and portion out 200 grams into each ramekin. Now that everything is in the oven, I can measure the yield on the steamed milk. I already measured the ingredients going into the pot cold. Now I subtract how much gets thrown out at the end. What remains is the yield. Because the lid stays on, evaporation is minimal, so this gives a good practical yield estimate without needing lab tools. Alright, last yield step. Before baking, everything in the pan weighed 1,298 grams. After baking, it dropped to 901 grams. That's about 30% loss, mostly from water evaporation. I'll add this into the loss tab, and there you have it, a traditional mac and cheese that is both accurate and professional. By tracking yield and bake loss, you can create nutrition labels that are reasonably accurate and professional. See you next time on Tasty Now, where everyone can bring professional precision to everyday cooking.